Hey y'all, and welcome to Monter's Market, and welcome to the Try It Tuesday Challenge. This is a new challenge that Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs is putting together, and she's going to be doing it one Tuesday out of every month. And it's where we go in and find 3 ideas that we absolutely love that someone else created and try to recreate them. So make sure that you go to Sammy's channel over at Unicorn Dust Designs and check her out. And this month she is being co-hosted by Teresa at Teresa B DIY. So thank you, ladies, for allowing me to be a part of this collaboration. And let's get right into what I have for you. Now, these are Sammy's birdhouses, and they are so beautiful. I absolutely love them, and I wanted to kind of sort of recreate them. Mine can't even compare to hers, but this is my little version of the birdhouses. And let me show you how I came up with my version. So the first thing I did is grab these candle holders from the Dollar Tree. They come in 3 different sizes, which is perfect for this project. And then I grabbed 3 different birdhouses from Dollar Tree. I think they had like 4 or 5 different kind. My original thought was to use all of these colors and make it super bright and beautiful, just a little bit different from Sammy's, but I ended up going with pink, purple, and blue. And to start, I went ahead and gave the candlesticks a couple of good coats of white Waverly chalk paint. And then I took my birdhouses and was trying to come up with color ideas. And I thought when I did the first one that I would do pink, yellow, and orange, and then just sort of mix up my colors along the way. Well, once I got it done, I was not feeling it at all. I did not like it. It wasn't working, and I ended up redoing it. So you'll see me paint it with the orange and yellow, but then I will go back in and cover that mess up with white and tone it down some. So after I got my houses painted, like I said, 1 in pink, 1 in blue, 1 in purple, I made the roof, you know what I'm talking about, the top, in white, and the bottoms in white. And then I went in and I distressed them with some white Waverly chalk paint, some color ink, and also some brown by Apple Barrel. Not Apple Barrel, Nicole's. I'm so used to saying Apple Barrel. And then I took some moss and stuck it down inside of the little birdhouses and put one of Sammy's little famous finger bows on the little perch. And that was it. And did I mention that I glued them to the candlesticks with E6000 and hot glue? I don't think I said that, but I did. And anyway, that's how they turned out. And they are not nowhere near as pretty as Sammy's, but this is Brenda's version. And I thought they turned out okay. They were cute. My daughter already wants them, so they got to be a little bit adorable anyway. So this is how mine turned out. And you'll see here in just a second on the pink one where there was a little bit of orange showing through. I did go back and cover that up and fix that, but I forgot to re-record it. So you don't see that orange right there any longer. But this is my version, so let me know what you think about my version of Sammy's birdhouses. And one day when I grow up, I want to be as talented as her and make mine look as pretty as hers did. But leave me a big thumbs up and let me know what you think about mine. Now, the next one is from Bargain Bethany. Now, Bethany is the very first DIYer that I ever found on YouTube, and I've actually been watching her for about 2 years, but never in a million years dreamt that I would be doing this today. And these are some bunnies that she did last year, and these things are absolutely stunning. And I didn't have the flowers or the words to be able to recreate hers exactly, but this is my little version of the bunny. So what I did to get this little girl, was I took my wood bunny from the Dollar Tree, of course, and I used some Nicole's carrot along with some apple barrel tropical orange, I think was the name of it. So I take the color carrot and I add some of the white to it to tone it down because it is literally a carrot color. And I added enough paint in so that I could get the front and the back covered really good. Once I got it painted in my original color or mixture here, then I went back in and distressed it with some of the carrot, some of the white Waverly chalk paint, and some of the Nicole's brown. So that's how you will see me finish this off. Now, once I got my little girl painted all up like I wanted her, I took this little crate from the Dollar Tree and I painted it in the white Waverly chalk paint and went back in with some brown acrylic from Nicole's and just distressed it up a little bit. And that's the only thing I did to this little crate. And then I took some foam from the Dollar Tree and I just cut it up and glued it down in there and filled the bottom of it up with the foam. And then I took some more of that Spanish moss that I used on the birdhouses and I just filled the top of my little crate up with that Spanish moss. And I love the look that adds to this little thing. So once I got my grass all glued down, then I kind of played around with the eggs a little bit to see how I wanted them arranged in there. And I finally ended up going with just 3 of the eggs. So I took my eggs and I got them all glued down. And I ended up having to actually put a little dot of glue in between to hold them closer together because they still kept trying to fall all apart on me. But anyway, once I did that, I thought that I was going to put me some googly eyes on them. And they looked cute. They really did look cute on there. But it made it a little bit too kiddish, in my opinion, and took away from the farmhouse effect that I was shooting for. But look how cute it is with them little eyes. I thought it was adorable, but I ended up, like I said, not adding them. So I just made my finger bow, made her a little bow for the top of her hair, and stuck it up there between her ears, and that was it. I was done, and I was quite proud of the way this turned out. Again, not quite as beautiful as Bethany's bunnies, but you know, this was putting my spin on it, and this is how mine turned out. And I like the way it turned out. It made a cute little stand, and it's a good-sized decoration for Easter. It's not a tiny little piece. I would say it's probably 12 to 14 inches tall, and maybe even, 9 to 10 inches wide. It's a pretty big piece. That was me deciding whether I wanted to put the eyes on it again or not, and I, ultimately decided against it. But this is just another look at how it turned out, and I would love to know what you think down in the comments. Now, there is going to be a playlist in the description down below that is going to lead you to everyone else's videos. So make sure, once you give me a big thumbs up, leave me a comment, that you go to everybody else's video and check them out and see what all of the other amazing creators have come up with for you in this today. So I cannot wait to get this finished so I can hurry up and get over there and watch their videos. I am so excited to see what everybody's done. If you are new to my channel and you are here from the playlist, I just wanted to say welcome. My name is Brenda and I'm with Monner's Market. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, I would be so honored if you would take a moment and hit that subscribe button and become part of my family. Now, my last DIY came from Melissa Makes It DIY, and it's these cute little carrot garlands. And she made bead garland, I'm sorry. She made these, and I kind of put the two of hers together to come up with this, which is my version. And the way I did this, these are the easiest things in the world to make, let me tell you. So I had recently bought these beads from Amazon, and they came in 6 different sizes. So basically, I just got out 3 of each size and lined them up. And then I took some twine that I got from the Dollar Tree, wrapped a little piece of tape around the end because it gives you a little bit of something to keep it more stable and hard as you, like putting your beads on there. So to keep from having to put a bunch of tape on several different pieces, I just went ahead and beaded the whole thing at one time, just strung it all up at one time. And it made it so much easier in the end to do instead of like stringing one set, stringing the next set, and then, having to add that tape along the way. Just did it one time, strung them all up, and was ready to go. I wish I would have painted my beads beforehand, but I was so excited about making this garland that I didn't even think about painting them. So I ended up having to go back in and paint them once I had them made. And I just did the same thing with these that I did with my little bunny, and I took the carrot colored paint and some of the white and mixed it together, and I painted them. Then I went back with the carrot and the white Waverly chalk paint and just dry brushed over it and gave it a little bit of dimension, and they turned out so stinking cute. After I got them painted, I made my little tassels for the end and put on there, and then it was as simple as just going back. And I stuck a little bow. I made just a little shoestring bow and put on there because it just looked a little messy to me right there at that top biggest bead, because I had a problem, just trying to get it, like knotted up right. And my knots just were not pretty. So I added that little shoestring bow to sort of take away from that and add a little bit of something else to it. And that was it. I was done. And it was just as easy as you could ever imagine it to be. And they turned out so cute. And what an adorable decoration for Easter. You could put these things all over the place decorating. And I also, as I was putting them together, like I said, I strung them all at one time. Well, I wish I would have stopped a moment and showed you what it looked like with 3 of them together on one garland. I'm going to go back and make me one that has 3 sets just like that, but on one strand of garland. It was so cute. But I did want to do 3 separate ones for this video. But anyway, I'm rambling now. I need to shut my mouth. However, anywho, this is it. This is how they turned out. So stinking cute. Look at them. I love them. And I love what the carrot and the white added to it when I went back and dry brushed it on. I think it's just too adorable and easiest thing in the world to make. So thank you for coming to Monner's Market today and watching my 3 creations. Thank you to Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs and Teresa B. DIY. I also want to say thank you to Bargain Bethany and Melissa Makes It for creating such beautiful projects that I could go back and recreate and show off today. There is a link to everybody's channel below, a link to the playlist, and there's also a link to each of their videos that I found my inspiration from. So thank you for coming to Monner's Market. I am so excited that you're here, and I am even more excited to shut running my mouth right now and go over and watch everybody's videos. So we'll see y'all soon. Bye now.